8 years. That's how long I wanted to remodel my kitchen. For 8 years, I thought about it. I looked at it every day. I looked at the things I didn't like, and I imagined what it could be like. But I never really knew where to start or who to call or where to get the money, right? It just never happened. But then I started using a simple spiritual goal setting practice. Within 2 months, I had a brand new kitchen. Now, it wasn't magic. Money didn't fall out of the sky. But when I started asking God for guidance and following the next steps that were revealed to me, everything started moving much faster than I ever expected. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I use spiritual goal setting and how you can apply it to your finances, your health, your relationships, or any other area of your life. So first of all, why should we even set goals? Shouldn't we be happy or grateful for what we already have? In the 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity, Edwin Gaines describes goal setting as directed faith. Directed faith. I love that phrase. God wants us to live full and beautiful lives. We're not here just to muddle through. We're children of God, and we're allowed to dream big dreams and see those dreams become reality. But in order to move towards something, we first have to decide what we want. God can't help us if we don't know what we want. Goal setting is how we give direction to our faith. Now, what kind of goals am I talking about? I like to divide goals into 3 categories: possession goals, experience goals, and responsible goals. Possession goals are the things that you want, obviously. It might be a new car, a beautiful home, $1 million, or a huge diamond ring. And I want to say something super duper important here. A lot of people feel guilty about these types of goals. They worry that wanting things is somehow materialistic or unspiritual. I don't believe that at all. There's nothing wrong with wanting to experience the abundance that this world has to offer. God is not offended by your desires. The second category is my personal favorite: experience goals. Maybe you want to travel. I love to travel. Maybe you want to go skydiving, learn a new hobby, write a book, have a wonderful relationship, have children or grandchildren. Maybe you want to visit them more often. These are the things you want to experience in life. The third category is what I call responsible goals. They're goals like paying off debt, losing weight, quitting smoking, building an emergency fund, or finally getting organized. But here's something I had to learn. A new car is just as important as paying off debt. A dream vacation is just as important as losing weight. God wants to have all the things we desire, not just the things that we need. So once you've identified some goals, here's what I want you to do. Choose 1 to 3, 1, 2, or 3. Then every day for 14 days, at least 14 days, say this prayer. God, please help me with my goal of, then say the goal. Show me what I need to do or change to achieve this goal. That's it. Simple. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Now, don't worry if the answer doesn't arrive as a booming voice from heaven. Most of the time, guidance shows up as a simple idea, a conversation, a book, an opportunity, or a next step that suddenly feels obvious. As the days go on, you'll start noticing things. You'll have ideas. You'll meet people. You'll feel prompted to take certain actions. Pay attention and do what's revealed. That's God telling you, helping you. You ask for the help, and now you're getting it. It's divine guidance. Now, sometimes you're going to know exactly what you need to do, but you struggle to do it, right? I've been there for sure. When that happens, I use a different prayer. I just simply ask, God, what's the next smallest action I can take? Please help me do it. Notice that I'm not asking for the entire plan. I'm asking for the next step. That's all we really need. Maybe the next step is reading a weight loss book that's been sitting on your shelf. Maybe it's watching videos on YouTube about a trip that you've always wanted to take. Maybe it's calling a financial advisor. Or maybe it's test driving that car that you want to buy. When you know the next action, put it on your calendar or to-do list. Keep praying, keep listening, keep taking the actions that are revealed. Pray, listen, act. Pray, listen, act. Pray, listen, act. That's how goals become reality. Now, here's the part that I missed when I first started doing this. You have to update your goal list, cross off the things that you've accomplished, celebrate them, and add more goals, right? Growth is meant to continue. So let me tell you what happened with my kitchen. Like I said earlier, I wanted to remodel it for almost 8 years. I really didn't know where to start, so I began praying every day for guidance. God, show me what to do about my kitchen. God, help me with this goal. I want to remodel my kitchen, right? One day I was talking to a family member. I called him because they had recently remodeled their kitchen within the last few years. And he told me how much his new cabinets had cost. Oh man, the wind was right out of my sails, right? It was way more than I expected. That conversation completely changed my perspective, but I kept praying. I had a guy here at my house doing some construction work on another small project, and I asked him, will you look at my kitchen? He immediately said, Amanda, these cabinets are great. They're really good quality. Don't replace them. Let's paint them or stain them. Suddenly had a completely different solution. We ran the numbers. I got a small personal loan, called the countertop guy, picked out the backsplash, ordered the sink, and within 2 months, I had a completely remodeled kitchen. Something I had been wanting to do for 8 years happened in about 60 days. Do you see what happened? God didn't hand me a kitchen. God guided me to the next step and the next step and the next step. And as I got that inspiration, I followed it. That's what spiritual goal setting looks like in my life. It's not about sitting around wishing and hoping. It's not about trying to force things to happen. It's about deciding what I want, asking for guidance, listening carefully, and taking action on what's revealed. And when you do that consistently, amazing things can happen. This is part of something that I practice and teach called the spiritual finance routine. If you're interested in applying spiritual principles like these to your finances and your life, I do offer one-on-one mentoring. A lot of people understand these ideas intellectually, but struggle whenever they want to apply them to their life. That's where having someone walk alongside you can make a big difference. If you'd like to learn more, there's a link in the description. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.